Oh, yeah. Okay. Um, mm. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. And it's an honor to have you all here. How was y'all week? I hope y'all had a good one. Okay. And, well, I'm going to start off, reading Gary's poem, Money Has Spoiled. That is our theme poem. Um, Money Has Spoiled by Gary A. Snyder. Money has spoiled everything but poetry. We all need to the truth. The value of our words is worth more than our money. We can't let our freedom of speech and personal feelings be destroyed and distorted by the influence of profit. The truth must be told about our past in order to use these truths to help guide the future of mankind on this earth. The end. And that was Money Has Spoiled by Gary A. Snyder. Okay, I'm going to I have one of his recordings he did. Um, well, he I think it was, which one was I gonna put? There's two of them. Okay,
Hello,
this one here,
how you
laws of
doing, Gary? How you feeling?
laws of life, coach
Ah,
like mine.
shouldn't ask old men that. They always got something pain to gripe about.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
know if
sorry.
it's just it just pops up and you don't know why or when, nothing. So anyway, yeah, it comes and goes though. A good thing it goes. Sometimes the pain's pretty mean, and
Yeah.
it don't last too long though. Okay, I was going to do this one about the coyote roaming through the alleys in the town and stuff like that, because they've been run out of their natural hunting grounds. Okay?
Please.
Okay, this was called Laws of Life Erosion, like mine. There is a good time when there's no lid on a good and full trash can. I'm a lonesome coyote. I lost my hunting ground. I hunt all through the trash cans in this town. My mate is nowhere around. She can't find a private hole in the ground. My heart is broken. Someone has taken my hunting ground. I can't live the way I was born. I lost my mate. I might as well be dead. I may roam the rest of my life in the alleys of this town. I may never find for me a hole in the ground. End poem.
That was phenomenal.
All righty. Thank you.
You are welcome.
All right.
That was you usually write, a lot of times you'll write things that are a little edgy and fun and have a comedic twist. That was
Right.
a pretty serious poem.
Yes. I think I ran across something about the coyotes having such a hard time nowadays, and that's why I wrote that. So anyway, probably a little book from down in a pony store or something, 7-Eleven. I don't know. Okay, here's Noreen. She can tell you where we can find us at, okay?
All right, my darling. We love you. Thank you so much, hon.
Okay, thank you, Sugar. We love you too. Here she is.
Hello, Dickie. I'm Dickie. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. And he is my brother. Thank you, Dickie, for your support. Okay. And um okay. Let me see. There's um okay. Hello, Stars Greg Ambassador. Greg. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you very much. Okay. 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 And okay. Now okay. Now I'm going to be reading from the complete works of William Shakespeare. We're still on King Henry VI, Part 1. And I'm reading the book, The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, Volume 1. Okay. Um, Gloria, welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay, let me okay. Um okay. Okay. Um okay. And remember last week we did the act, I think it was the act we finished up the act, I mean, we started the act 2 and we'll be finishing up act 2 today. And I'm going to read the scenes 4 and 5. Okay. Okay. Scene, okay, act 2, scene 4. In London, the Temple garden. Enter the Earls of Somerset, Suffolk, and Warwick, Richard Plantagenet, Vernon, and another lawyer. Plantagenet said, "Great lords and gentlemen, what moans is silence? Dare no man answer in a case of truth?" Suffolk. Within the temple hall, we were too loud. The garden here is more convenient. Plantagenet. Plantagenet. Then say at once if I maintained the truth, or else was wrangling Somerset in the air. Suffolk. Faith, I have been a truant in the law, and never yet could frame my will to it, and their will. And so and um and Suffolk said, "Faith, I have been a or he said that, and and oh judge you, my lord Warwick, then between and Warwick, between two hawks, which lies which flies of higher pitch, between two dogs, which hath the deeper mouth, between two blades, which bears the better temper, between two horses, which doth bear him best, between two girls, which hath the merriest eye. I have perhaps some spirit of judgment, but in these nice sharp quillets of the law, good things significant. Tut, tut, here is a mannerly forbearance. The truth appears so naked on my side that any purblind eye may find it out. And Somerset, and on my side it is so well apparelled, so clear, so shining, and so evident that it will glimmer through a blind man's eye, and planting it. Since you are tongue-tied and so loath to speak, in dumb significance proclaim your thoughts. Let him that is a true-born gentleman, and stands upon the honor of his birth, he suppose that I have pleaded truth, from off this briar pluck a white rose with me. And Somerset, let him that is no coward, nor no flatterer, but maintain the party of the truth, pluck a red rose from off the thorn with me. And I love no colours, and without all colour of base insinuating flattery, I pluck this white rose with Plantagenet. Okay. Um, Today the Potpourri Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here, and welcome Imani Galloway, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here, and welcome Rasa Tiba to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you all. Okay. Yeah. And pluck no more till you conclude that he upon whose side the fewest roses are cropped from the tree shall yield the other in the right opinion. And Somerset, good master Vernon, it is well objected. If I have fewest, I subscribe in silence. Plantagenet, and I, Vernon, then for the truth and plainness of the case, I pluck this pale and maiden blossom here, giving my verdict on the white rose side. Somerset, prick not your finger as you pluck it off, lest bleeding you do paint the white rose red, and fell on my side, so against your will. Vernon, if I, my lord, for my opinion bleed, opinion shall be certain to my hurt, and keep me on the side where still I am. Somerset, well, well, come on, who else? And a liar, unless my study and my books be false, the argument you hold was wrong in you. And to Somerset, in sign whereof I pluck a white rose too, and Plantagenet. Now, Somerset, where is your argument? Somerset, here in my scabbard, meditating that shall dye your white rose in a bloody red. Plantagenet, meantime your cheeks do counterfeit our roses, for pale they look with fear, as witnessing the truth on our side. And Somerset, no, Plantagenet, 'tis not for fear, but anger, that thy cheeks blush for pure shame to counterfeit our roses, and yet thy tongue will not confess thy error. And Plantagenet, hath not thy rose a canker, Somerset? Somerset, hath not thy rose a thorn, Plantagenet? and Plantagenet. A. Sharp and piercing to maintain his truth, whilst thy consuming canker eats his falsehood. Somerset. Well, I'll find friends to wear my bleeding roses that shall maintain what I have said is true, where false. Plantagenet dare not be seen. Plantagenet. Now, by this maiden blossom in my hand, I scorn thee and thy fashion, peevish boy, and Suffolk. Turn not thy scorn this way, Plantagenet, and Plantagenet. Proud Pole I will, and scorn both him and thee, and Suffolk. I'll turn my part thereof into thy throat. Somerset. Away, away, good William de la Pole. We grace the yeoman by conversing with him. And Warlock. Now, by God's will, thou wrongest him. Somerset. His grandfather was Lionel Duke of Clarence, the son of Edward, King of England. Spring chrysalis, yeoman from so deep a root. Plantagenet. He bears him on the place his privilege, or durst not, for his craven heart, say thus. Somerset. By him that made me, I'll maintain my words. Of any plot of ground in Christendom, third Richard Earl of Treason executed in our case, and by treason, not thou art thou attainted, corrupted, and exempt from ancient gentry. His trespass yet lives guilty in thy blood, and till thou be restored, thou art a yeoman. Okay. Um. Okay. And Plantagenet. My father was attached, but no traitor, and that I'll prove on better men than Somerset. We're growing time once ripened to my will for your partaker Pole, and you yourself. I'll note you in my book of memory to score you for this apprehension. Look to it well, and say you are well warned. And Somerset, ah, thou shalt find us by these collars for thy foes. For these, my friends, and these shall wear Plantagenet. And by my soul, this pale and angry rose, as cognizance of my blood drinking hate, will I forever in my action wear with no to my or to so farewell until I meet thee next. And Somerset, have with thee, Poe, farewell, ambitious Richard, and Plantagenet. How I am brave and must perforce endure it. And Warlock, this block that they hold object against your house shall be wiped out in the next parliament. Okay. Excuse me, you all. Okay. Okay. Um, um, hello, Doreen. Okay. Um. Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 Hello, Doreen. And welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. And it's an honor to have you here. How you all doing? And welcome to the welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. And Doreen is my cousin. Okay. And she and her husband Mark, both of them, they are very supportive of me too. Okay. Thank you all. Okay. Okay. Okay, Warlock said, "This blot that they object against your house shall be wiped out in the next Parliament, called for the truce of Winchester and Gloucester. And if thou be not then created York, I will not live to be accounted Warwick. Meantime, in signal of my love to thee, against proud Somerset and William Poe, rely upon thy party wear this rose, and here I prophesied this brawl today, grown to distraction in the temple garden, shall send between the red rose and the white 1,000 souls to death and deadly night in Plantagenet. Good Master Vernon, I am bound to you, that you on my behalf would pluck a flower, Vernon. In your behalf still will I wear the same, a lawyer, and so will I. Plantagenet. Thanks, gentle sir. Come, let us sport to dinner. I dare say this quarrel will drink blood another day. Exit. And scene 4. Okay. Um and Doreen said thank you, and we're doing good. Okay, you're very welcome, Doreen. And I'm glad to hear y'all doing good. Okay. Okay. Mm, okay. Excuse me, you all. Okay. Mm, um I don't know if I'm coming with my sinuses, or I'm coming down with a cold. I hope not. Um we have a comment. Um okay. Um this is Gloria Nadero said, "Here's what I'm saying. The signal is lost again here, but I won't leave until it is finished." Okay, thank you, Gloria. Thank you very much. Okay, and when we had potpourri, I will read your poem then toward the end there. Okay, unless you can come on here, but if you can't, then I can I'll read your poem for you, the one you want me to read. Okay, it will be an honor, Gloria. Okay, okay. Um, now we're on scene 5. Okay. The Tower of London. Enter Mortimer, brought in a chair, and gaolers. Mortimer, kind keepers of my weak decaying age, let dying Mortimer have here rest himself, even like a man new held from the rack. So fair my limbs with long imprisonment, and these grey locks, the pursuance of death, Mister like aged in an age of care, argue the end of Edmund Mortimer. These eyes, like lamps whose wasting oil is spent, wax dim as drawing to their exigent, weak shoulders, overborne with burthening grief, and pitiless arms like weird mine, that droops his sapless branches to the ground. Yet are these feet, whose strengthless say is numb, unable to support this lump of clay, swift winged with desire to get a grave, as writing, I no other comfort have. But tell me, keeper, will my nephew come? Burst Gale. Mr. Plantagenet, my lord, will come. We sent unto the temple, unto his chamber, an answer was returned that he will come. And Mortimer, enough, my soul shall then be satisfied. Poor gentleman, his wrong doth equal mine. Says Henry Monmouth first began to reign. Before whose glory I was great in arms. This loathsome sequestration have I had, and even since then hath Richard been obscured, deprived of honor and inheritance. But now, arbitrator of despairs, just death, kind umpire of men's miseries, with sweet enjoyment doth dismiss me hence. I would his troubles likewise were expired, that so he might recover what was lost. Okay. Okay. Gloria said, yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you, Gloria. Uh, enter, um, enter Richard Plenty, First Gale. My lord, your loving nephew now is come, and Mortimer. Richard Plantagenet, my friend, is he come? Plantagenet, noble uncle, thus ignobly used. Your nephew, late despised, Richard comes. Mortimer, direct mine arms, I may embrace his neck, and in his bosom spin my latter gasp. Oh, tell me when my lips do touch his cheeks, that I may kindly give one fainting kiss, and now declare, sweet stem from your great stalk, why didst thou say, of late, thou wert despised? Plantagenet, first, lean thine age back against mine arm, and in that case ease, I'll tell thee my disease. This day in argument upon the case, some words there grew twixt Somerset and me, among which terms he used his lavish tongue, and did upbraid me with my father's death, which obloquy set bars before my tongue, else with the like I had requited him. Therefore, good uncle, for my father's sake, in honor of a time of a true Plantagenet, and for Ellen's sake, declare the cause my father, Earl of Cambridge, lost his head. Okay, excuse me, you all. Okay. Oh no, uh oh. Okay, and Mortimer, that cause, fair nephew, that imprisoned me, and hath detained me all my flowering youth within a loathsome dungeon, there to pine, was cursed instrument of his decease. Plantagenet, discover more at large what cause that was, for I am ignorant and cannot guess. Mortimer, I will, if that my fading breath permit, and death approach not ere my tale be done. Henry the Fourth, grandfather to this king, deposed his nephew Richard, Edward's son, the first begotten and the lawful heir of Edward King, the third of that descent, during whose reign the Percies of the north, finding his usurpation most unjust, endeavored my advancement to the throne. The reason moved these warlike lords to this was for that young King Richard, thus removed, leaving no heir begotten of his body, I was annexed by birth and parentage, for by my mother I derived in from Lionel Duke of Clarence, the third son to King Edward the Third, whereas he from John of Gaunt doth reign his pedigree, being the fourth of that heroic line. But mark, as in this haughty great attempt they laboured up to plant the rightful heir, I lost my liberty, and they their lives. Long after this, when Henry the Fifth, succeeding his father Bolingbroke, did reign, thy father, Earl of Cambridge, then derived from famous Edmund Langley, Duke of York, marrying my sister, that thy mother was, again in pity of my hard distress, levied an army, weening to redeem, and have installed me in the diadem. But as the rest, so fell that noble earl, and was beheaded. Thus the Mortimers, in whom the title rested, were suppressed. Mhm, mhm, um, okay. Um, and um we have a comment, and Pat Sunez says, I have a business opportunity to share with you if you don't. And then he said, if you are interested, inbox me. Huh? Um, okay, okay. Um, oh, where was I now? Uh, okay, hold just a second, y'all. I lost my place. Um, uh, uh, okay, okay, I found it now. Okay, Plantagenet, of which, my lord, your honour is the last, and Mortimer, true, and thou seest that I no issue have, and that my fainting words do warrant death. Thou art my hair, the rest I wish thee gather, but yet be wary in thy studious care, and Plantagenet, thy grave admonishments prevail with me, but yet methinks my father's execution was nothing less than bloody tyranny. And Mortimer, with silence, nephew, be thou politic. Strong fixed is the hounds of Lancaster, and like a mountain not to be removed. But now thy uncle is removing hence, as princes do their courts, whom, when they are cloyed with long countenance in a settled place, and Plantagenet, O uncle, with some part of my young years, might but redeem the passage of your age, and Mortimer, thou dost enwrong me as that slaughter doth which giveth many wounds when one will kill. Mourn not, except thou sorrow for my good. Only give order for my funeral, and so farewell, and fair be all thy hopes, and prosperous be thy life in a peace in war, and dies, and pleasantness, and peace. No war befall thy. Uh-oh. Excuse me, you all. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Um. Um. Okay. Um, we have a comment. And David Nathan said persistent loyalty. Yes. Okay. And okay. And Soul Angel said, "Hola, everyone." Um. Okay. Hi, Noreen. Hola, Soul Angel. Okay. How you doing? And welcome, Soul Angel. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. And David Nathan said, noble acknowledgement. Okay. Thank you, David, much. Okay. Okay. You're very welcome, Soul Angel. Okay. Oh, and the other one I didn't welcome either. Patcho, Patcho, Sunez. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here too. Okay. 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 Uh, um, and plenty and peace, no war befell thy parting soul. In prison hast thou spent a pilgrimage, and like a hermit overpassed thy days. Well, I will lock his counsel in my breast, and what I do imagine let that rest. Keepers, convey him hence, and I myself will see his burial better than his life. Okay, the end of gaolers buried out the body of Mortimer. Here dies the dusky torch of Mortimer, choked with ambition of the meaner sort. And for those wrongs, those bitter injuries, which Somerset hath offered to my house, I doubt not, but with honour to redress, and herefore haste I to the Parliament, either to be restored to my blood, or make my the vantage of my good. Exit. The end. That was the end of the Act 2, and starting next Saturday, I'll start with Act 3. That was King Henry VI, Part 1, by William Shakespeare. Okay. 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 Now, hello, um, Sima. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name right. And welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. And it is an honor to have you here. And thank you. Okay. Uh, And hello, Mark Runner, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. It is an honor to have you here too, and thank you, Mark. And he's my cousin too, and that is Doreen's husband. Welcome. Okay. Now I'm gonna read the by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and I'm gonna be wait. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if I'm is my sinuses or I'm getting a cold. I hope not, neither one. Hope, but okay. Um, okay. I'm reading Ara Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning, and I'm on the sixth book now. And okay. Hold a second, you all. Okay. Uh, mm, mm, okay. Okay. On the sixth book. Okay. Um, um, the English have a scornful, insular way of calling the French light. The levity is in the judgment only, which yet stands. For say a foolish thing, but oft enough. And here's a secret of 100 creeds. Men get up. Uh, men get opinions as boys learn to spell by reiteration chiefly. The same thing shall pass at last for absolutely wise, and not with fools exclusively. And so we say the French are light, as if we said the cow mews or the milch cow gives us milk. Say rather cats are milked and milch cows mew. For what is lightness but inconsequence? The vague fluctuation twixt effect and cause, compelled by neither. Is a bullet light that dashes from the gun mouth while the eye winks and the heart beats one to flatten itself to a wafer on the white speck on the wall, a 100 paces off, even so direct, so sternly undivertible of aim is his French people, all idealists, too absolute in earnest, with them all the idea of a knife cut real flesh. Okay. Oh, uh, sorry about that, all. Uh, uh, okay. And still devouring the safe interval, which makes nature, which place between the thought and act, boasting and impatient souls. They threaten conflagration to the world and rush with most unscrupulous logic on impossible practice. Set your orators to blow upon them with loud, windy mouths through watchword phrases, jest or sentiment, which drive our body brutal English mobs like so much shaft, whichever way they blow. This light French people will not thus driven. They turn indeed, but then they turn upon some central pivot of their thought and choice, and and veer out by the force of holding fast. That's hard to understand for Englishmen unused to abstract questions and untrained to trace the involutions, valve by valve, and each orbed bulb root of a general truth, and mark what subtly fine integument divides opposed compartments. Freedom self comes concrete to us to be understood, fixed in a beautiful form, incarnate to suit our ways of thought. The spatial form with us being still the thing, by mother's birth and grave, by father's grave in memory, let it be. A poet's heart can swell to a pair of nationalities, however ill lodged in a woman's breast, and so I am strong to love this noble prayer to and so I am strong to love this noble France, this poet of the nations who dreams on and wills on while the household goes to wrecked goes to wrecked forever after some ideal good, some equal poise of sex, some avowed love inviolate, some spontaneous brotherhood, some wealth that leaves none poor and finds none tired, some freedom of the many that respects to wisdom of the few, heroic dreams, sublime to dream so, natural to wake, and sad to use such lofty scaffoldings erected for the building of a church, to build instead a brethren or a prison, may God save France. And if at last she sighs her great soul up into a great man's face, to flush his temples out so gloriously, that few dare carp at Caesar for being bald, what then? This Caesar represents, not resume, and is no despot, though twice absolute. This head has all the people for a heart. This purple's lined with the democracy. Now let him see to it, for a rent within must leave irreparable rags without. Okay, hold up. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, you all. Okay. Um, okay, and Mark Brunner said, "Love that." Thank you, Mark. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. A serious riddle, finding such anywhere except in France, and when it is found in France, Be sure to read it rightly. So I mused up and down the terrace streets, the glittering boulevards, the white colonnades, a fair, fantastic Paris who wears trees like plumes, as if man made them aspire and tower, as if they had grown by nature, tossing up her fountains in the sunshine of the squares, as if in beauty's game she tossed the toward blue the silver down balls of her dreams, to sow futurity with the seeds of thought, and count the passage of her festive hours. The city swims in verdure, beautiful as Venus on the waters, the sea swan. What bosky gardens dropped in close walled courts, as plums in ladies' laps, who start and laugh. What miles of streets that run on after trees, still carrying all the necessary shops, those open caskets with the jewels seen. And trade is art, and art's philosophy in Paris. There's a silk, for instance, there, as worth an artist's study for the folds, as that bronze opposite. Nay, the bronze has faults. Art's here too artful, conscious as a maid, who leans to mark her shadow on the wall until she lose a vantage in her step. Yet art walks forward and knows where to walk. The artists also are idealists, too absolute for nature, logical to austerity and the application of the spatial theory, not a sole content to paint a crooked pollard and an ass, as the English will, because they find it so and like it somehow. There the old Tuileries is pulling its high cap down on his eyes, confounded, conscience-stricken, and amazed by the penetration of a new fair face in those devouring mirrors. Through the great... Okay, wait. Okay. Okay. Okay, we have a comment. Um, hello, Bernadette. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you so much, Bernadette. And she said thank you for reading the beautiful poetry, Noreen. You are very welcome. You're very welcome, Bernadette. And and it's an honor to have you here. And we have another comment over I think who Gloria said it's beautiful like a thought of mine. Okay, thank you, Gloria. Okay, okay, and okay, wait, I'm gonna put that up there first. Okay, that was Gloria Navarro said it's beautiful like a thought of mine. Okay, thank you, Gloria. Okay, and Bernadette said, "Hi, sweet." Okay, and then she said, "It's an honor to be here with other poets." Okay, thank you, Bernadette, and it's an honor to have you, Mom, to have you here with all of us. We all here together, and it's been an honor to have everybody here, and I'm so thankful, and I appreciate everyone, and thank you, Bernadette. Okay, and Bernadette, she is an awesome singer, and we went to school together in high school at Hillsborough High School. I think it when we went, I think it was in 12th grade. We were it is an honor to have you here, and and if you all should and her if it's okay me say this Bernadette brother the poem and Joe the poet, and he was an awesome poet. Okay, I hope it's okay to say that, say it, but okay, and okay, me, okay, okay, let me see where I was now. Oh, okay, hold up, y'all. I hope, yeah, uh, mm, okay, so, excuse me, you all, and 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 Bernadette said, "Thank you." Yes, we all miss Joe the poet. Yes, you're very welcome, Bernadette. And Bernadette said, "Thank you for mentioning my brother." You're very welcome, Bernadette. It was a tragedy that he passed away, and and um and I was hoping he would get better so he can write more poetry. Awesome, and you're a poet too, aren't you, Bernadette? I know you write your songs, and you also look her up on YouTube. And oh my God, she has an awesome voice. You know, she can really sing, and yeah, and she's on YouTube. Look her up. Yeah, okay. Let me see where I left off at. Um, I'll just start right here. And okay, the city swims in verdure, beautiful as Venus on the waters. The sea swan. What? Okay. What bosky gardens dropped in close walled courts, as plums in ladies' laps, who start and laugh. What miles of streets that run on after trees, still carrying all the necessary shops, those open caskets with the jewels seen, and trade is art and art's philosophy in Paris. There's a silk, for instance, there, as worth an artist's study for the fields, for the folds, as that bronze opposite. Nay, the bronze has faults. Art's here too artful, conscious as a maid, who leans to mark her shadow on the wall until she lose a vintage in her step. Yet art walks forward and knows where to walk. The artists also are idealists, too absolute for nature, logical, to austerity in the application of the spatial theory, not a soul content. To paint a crooked pollard and an ass as the English will, because they find it so and like it somehow. There the old Tolerius is pulling his high cap down on his eyes, confounded, conscience stricken, and amazed by the apparition of a new fair face in those devouring mirrors. Okay, hold up, you all. Sorry. Sorry about that, you all. Okay. Uh, okay. And 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 Bernadette says, "I'm a closet poet, but you're bringing me out of my skin." Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Bernadette. Okay, and then me well, um, and okay, okay, I'm talking to okay, okay, and David Nathan said they are, and Gloria said yes, there are many of us. Okay, 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 and through the grate within the gardens, what a heap of babies, swept up like leaves beneath the chestnut trees, from every street and alley of the town, by ghosts, perhaps that blow too bleak this way, a looking for their heads, dear pretty babes. I wish them luck to have their ball play out before the next change. Here the air is thronged with statues poised upon their columns, fine, as if to stand a moment or a beat. Against that blue, what squares, what breathing room for a nation that runs fast, runs against the dentist's teeth at the corner in pale rose, which grins at progress in an epigram. I walk the day out, listening to the chink of the first Napoleon's dry bones in his second grave, by victories guarded neath the golden dome that caps off Paris like a bubble. Shall these dry bones live? Thought Louis Philippe once, and live to know. Herein is argument for kings and politicians, but still more for poets who bear buckets to the well of ambler draught. These crowds are very good for meditation when we are very strong, though love of beauty makes us timorous and draws us backward from the coarse town sights, to count the daisies upon dappled fields and hear the streams bleat among the hills in innocent and indolent repose, while still with silken elegiac thoughts we wind out from us the distracting world and die into the chrysalis of a man, and leave the best that may to come of us in some brown moth. I would be bold and dare to look into the swarthiest face of things. For God's sake, who has made them? 6 days' work, the last day shutting twixt as dawn and eve, the whole work bettered of the previous 5, since God collected and resumed in man the firmament, the strata, and the lights, fish, fowl, and beast, and insect, all their trains of various life caught back upon his arm, reorganized in constituted man, the microism, the adding up of works, within whose fluttering nostrils then at last, consummating himself the maker side, as some strong winner at the foot race sides, touching the goal. Okay, you see, um, one, okay. I'm sorry about that, you all. Oh, sorry about that, you all. I'm sorry. Uh, 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 okay, humanity is great, and if I would not rather peer upon an ounce of common, wait, and if I would not rather pour upon an ounce of common, ugly human dust, an artisan's palm, or a peasant's brow, on smooth, ignoble, save to me and God, then track old Nilus to his sober roots, and wait on all the changes of the moon among the mountain peaks of Thessaly, until her magic crystal round the south, for many a wish to see it. It set it down as weaknesses, strength by no means. How is this that men of science, osteologists, and surgeons beat some poets in respect for nature, count not common or unclean, spin raptures upon perfect specimens of indurated veins, distorted joints, or beautiful new cases of curved spine, while we are shocked at nature's falling off. We dare to think shrink back from her warts and blames. We will not, when she sneezes, look at her, not even to say, God bless her. That's our wrong for that. She will not trust us often with her. Oh, 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 oh. I'm sorry about that, you all. Okay. Oh, oh, mm, oh, okay. Mm, okay. That's our wrong for that. She will not trust us. Oh, oh. Sorry about that, you all. I apologize. That's our wrong for that. She will not trust us often with her larger sense of beauty desire, but on the human side. left ignorant that the hungry beggar boy who stares on sin against our absent eyes and wonders at the gods that we must be to pass so careless for the oranges. I'm sorry, you all. Um, um, there's yet a breastful of world just perished on the while we scorn him for a flower or two, as being, heaven help us, less poetical, contains himself both flowers and firmaments, and surging seas and expectable stars, and all that we would push him out of sight in order to see nearer. Let us pray God's grace to keep God's image in repute, that so the poet and philanthropist, even I and Romney, may stand side by side, because we both stand face to face with men contemplating the people in the rough, yet each so follow a vocation, his and mine. And, um, and okay, somebody said bless you. Okay, and, oh, and Ron Constantine, welcome. Hello, Ron Constantine. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Um, oh, and David Nathan said, "Bless you." Thank you, thank you, uh, David. Thank you. And and Ron Constantine says, "I can't hear. You can't." Oh. Okay. Can anybody else hear me? Um. Anybody else having problems hearing me? You can now. Okay. Thank you, Constantine. Okay. Thank you. He said, I can now. Okay. Thank you. Okay. And Doreen said, I hear you. Okay. Thank you, Doreen. Okay. And okay. Mhm. And and Ron Constantine said it was my computer, not you. Okay. Thank you, Constantine. Okay. Thank you. And Mark said, I hear. Okay. Thank you, Mark. Okay. 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 I walked on, musing with myself on life and art, and whether, after all, a larger metaphysics might not help our physics, a completer poetry, adjust our daily life and vulgar wants more fully than the spatial outside plans, phalansteries, material institutes, the civil conscriptious, and lay monasteries preferred by modern thinkers as a thought. The bread of man indeed made all his life, and working 7 times in the people's baths, were sovereign for a people's leprosy, still leaving out the essential prophet's word that comes in power. on which we thunder down, we prophets, poets, virtues in the word. The Maker burnt the darkness up with his, to inaugurate the use of vocal life and plant a poet's word even deep enough in any man's breast, looking presently for offshoots. You have done more for the man than if you dressed him in a broadcloth coat and warmed his Sunday potage at your fire. Yet Romney leaves me. God, what face is that? Oh, Romney, oh, Marion, walking on the quays and pulling thoughts to pieces leisurely, as if I caught at grasses in a field and bit them slow between my absent lips and shred them with my hands. What face is that? What a face, what a look, what a likeness! Full on mine, the sudden blow of it came down till all my blood swam, my eyes dazzled. Then I sprung. It was as if a meditative man were dreaming out a summer afternoon and watching gnats a prick upon a pond, when something floats up suddenly out there, turns over, a dead face, known once alive. So old, so new, it would be dreadful now to lose the sight and keep the doubt of this. He plunges. Ha! He has lost it in the splash. I plunged. I tore the crowd up, either side, and rushed on, forward, after her. Her? Whom? A woman sauntered slow in front, munching an apple. She left off amazed, as if I had snatched it. That's not she, at least. A man walked arm linked with the lady healed. Both included to talk. They started. He forgot her with his face, and she herself, on and clung to him as if my look were fatal. Such a stream of folk, and all with cares and busyness of their own. I ran the whole quay down against their eyes. No, Marion, nowhere, Marion. Almost now. Sorry about that, you all. Um, almost now I could call Marion, Marion, with a shriek of desperate creatures calling for the dead. Um, okay, where is she? Was she anywhere? I stood still, breathless, gazing, straining out in every uncertain distance, till at last a gentleman, abstracted as myself, came full against me. Then we resolved the clash in voluble excuses. Obviously, some learned member of the Institute upon his way there, walking for his health, while meditating on the last discourse, pinching the empty air twixt finger and thumb, from which a snuff being ousted by that shock, defiled his snow-white waistcoat, duly pricked at the buttonhole red. Damn, your pardon. There he swerved from me, a neuter, a neater, as confounded as he had heard Demas would be chosen to fill up the next chair vacant by his men and us. Since when was genius found respectable? It proposes, it it passes in its place indeed, which means the seventh floor back or the hospital of things. The academicians are scarce. Keep them in the cupboard next the prunes. Okay. I'm gonna stop right there and I'll continue next Saturday. Okay, let me see what okay. Okay. Me write this down. Oh, excuse me, y'all. I hope I'm not coming down with a cold. I hope it's just, sinuses. I hope that, I mean, allergies. I hope that's all it is. Okay. Um, and we have another comment, and Constantine said, "Oh, don't cry." Um, okay. Oh, okay. You see, okay. Okay, and I was reading from Ara Lee by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. And I'll do read more of book sixth book next Saturday. Okay, and now okay, and today's poetic poetic um form is loon haiku, and I got this from Nina Alicia's Facebook page. Um, loon haiku and is a American haiku. It has an 11 syllable count. This version of the haiku poem has a 3-5-3 syllable pattern to the 3-line format. And the regular haiku is 5-7-5, the 17 syllable count. So, okay. And that was the end of that boom. Okay. And now, our word for today is, um, 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 I'm sorry, Gloria. I'll be reading more of it next Saturday. Okay. I want to read more, but um, I don't know if I'm getting down with a cold or it's my allergies that is getting to me and it's getting harder to read, and I'm sorry about that. And I'll read more next Saturday. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. And okay. And word for today is Bill Dunn. Bill Dunn's roman, and it's spelled BILDUNGSRO N-A-N. And it is a noun and uh, uh, okay. It is a noun and origin is German in the early 20th century. Okay. Definition is a okay, wait. Uh, uh, um, oh, uh, I'm sorry about that, you all. Um, and and David said, "Are you going to read Gloria Nabama? Gloria Bar piece?" Yes, I'm going to read that. I'm going to read that after I do the word for today. I will be reading it. Thank you, David. Okay, 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 okay. Definition of Bildungsroman is a novel dealing with one person's formative years or spiritual education. An example in a sentence is she had an entire shelf in her home library devoted to Bildungsroman. Okay. And it's spelled Bildungsroman. Okay. And and they, yes, she's a poet, Gloria is. And then and oh wow, and then she got a smile. Okay. Um hello, Amelia T. Davis. Welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show. It is an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Uh, Bill Dunn's roman is an intimidating word for a literary style popular with all types of readers. A Bildung is German for education, and roman is a novel. Simply put, it's a coming of age story, since the name is directly from German. It's usually utilized following the German rule. It's still correct in English, it's not. Okay. And did you know Emma by Jane Austen, David Copperfield by Charles Dickens, Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston, and To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee? They are all Bildungsromans. Any story that concerns the moral, educational, and philosophical development of a young person falls into this family of novels. A more modern term for this genre is a coming of age story, and it applies to narratives across literature, TV, film, and theater. Okay, and that was the end of that. Okay. Um, and Gloria Navarro said, David Copperfield. Um, yes. Um, I haven't read the book, but that was um, by Charles Dickens. It's not the Reverend David Copperfield. a different person back in the olden days. Because I know you're talking about David Copperfield. Because when I was in my at one time he used to be on TV, and every now and then you'll see him on TV live. I know you're talking about David Copperfield, the magician, because I always watched him every chance I got on TV. But I don't watch TV anymore, so I don't think he comes on. He'll do that every maybe once a year or so. That does that anymore, and that was back in the 80s, I think. I think it was the 80s or 90s, something like that. I can't remember exactly. Okay. Mm, mm, okay. And now, mm, okay. Okay. Excuse me, you all. Give me a second here, and I'm going to read Gloria Navarro's poem. Okay. Mm, 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 okay. Mm, okay. Mm, um, and Gloria, the poem that you want me to read is called "Can You Read My Mind?" Right? Is that the right one? Okay. Um. Okay. Oh, what happened there? Okay. Did you want me to read? Okay. Um. Facts about me. Yes. I can read. I'll read that one. Okay. Facts about me. I have it right here for you. Okay. This is by Gloria Navarro. Facts about me. Oh. Okay. In a surreal world where poetry thrives. Okay. This is wait before I start. This is called Facts About Me. Written by Gloria Navarro. She wanted me to read it because she has problems with her internet issues over there. Okay, okay. That's about me. In this real world where poetry thrives, I travel far and wide where adventure lies. With a heart made of ink, I pen my dreams. A pet lover at heart, love in all its whims. Horror fanatics, the thrill sends a chill, but music, singing, and dancing fulfill perfume with motion and Armadillo to exist as a heavenly show. Spicy foods, a delight that sets me aglow, alongside fruits, their sweetness I'll never outgrow. A coffeeholic, I crave that divine, fashionably foolish, always trying something new. Friendliness flows with humor, laughter, I'm sorry about that. I apologize, Gloria. I did not want to mess up with your poem. Okay. I'm going to start reading hers from the beginnings since I sneezed and that interrupted it. And I want to read it from the beginning because I do not want to mess it up. And I so apologize. I'm Gloria Navarro. I am very sorry. Okay. Let me start it again then. Okay. Facts about me. Okay. Hi, Gloria. Uh oh. Okay. Okay. Let me try it one. Okay. Okay. And I'm so sorry. And Gloria said, "It's okay, ma'am. I understand." Thank you very much, Gloria. Okay. The facts about me. I'm gonna start it from the beginning, okay? In a surreal world where poetry thrives, I travel far and wide, where adventure lies with a heart made of ink. I pen my dreams, a pet lover at heart, love in all its whims. Horror fanatics, the thrill sends a chill, but music, singing, and dancing fulfill a love for perfume with lotions in tow. I'm addicted to scents. It's endless. It's alongside fruits. Their sweetness I'll never outgrow. A coffee holic, I crave that divine brew. Fashionably modish, always trying something new. Friendliness flows, building connections with glee. A sense of humor, laughter sets us free. And frankly speaking, honesty is my guide, embracing who I am with nothing to hide. These facts about me, woven in a rhyme, celebrate the essence of a life in its prime. A surreal poet, traveler, living a existence to forever adore. Oh, I love that. Okay, the end. And that it was called Facts About Me by Gloria Navarro. Wow, that was awesome, Gloria. You beautiful, and I love your poem. Oh, and you are very talented. Okay. Oh. Okay. And and um and Gloria said, "Thank you so much, ma'am. You are very welcome, Gloria." And somebody said, "Hi, Noreen." Let me see who. Okay. Okay. Um. See who. Um. Okay. Naona Gabe says, "Hi, Noreen." Hello. Naona Gabe. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If it's a Friday night show, it is an honor to have you here, Naona Gabe. Thank you. Okay. Now, we're having a potpourri now, and um, anybody? Okay, you can come and read your poetry. You can um Naona Gabe said is right. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Naona. And and Naona said, "You're in the other." I didn't know that. Yes, I'm in. I have uh five books, but only four of them are still available. Um, my very first one is "You'll Learn to Love Me," and it was published by Publish America. You can't. It's not up there no more. You can't buy that. Only get it from me now, and it's out of print now. The next one is then the second one is with my I co-authored with my late husband, Gary Snyder. Person co-authored that together. You can still get that. Get it from through Ko-Fi too. And okay, that was Gary's first one and my second one. Then the Art of Truth. That was my third book, and that was Gary's second one. Okay, and Reflections of Our Inner Beings is our last our is my fourth one, and Gary's third one. And he was on at that time he did his drawing too. He did that drawing while he was they're saying that he when I didn't they told me that he wasn't going to live that long, but I didn't believe that time. Um, and this is Now and Forever Our Love and Other Poems, and this was my last one. This is my fifth one and Gary's fourth one, but he didn't know about this one. He already passed away when I put this out. Okay. Now I'm working on I have four more I'm working on, and one of them is about the um conversations over coffee. It's like well, I haven't started that one yet, but I'm planning on doing that one. And that was Nyla Lucia's idea for me to do, where I can sit at the table and write and write and like Jerry's right there, like I'm talking to him, even even though he's not here physically, but he's still here, and you know what I mean. And like I'm talking to him every day. Write about that. Then another book I'm working on, and I'm working on that's one I'm main working on right now is let me see, it's called Letters to Heaven for Gary, and I'm still working on that. And the another one I'm writing working on is poetry. I mean holidays. That's what's the word for it? Uh, uh, oh, I can't think of the word that holiday. You don't because there's a holiday every day. What's that word? I can't. It's oh. Oh, I can't think of it now. Obvious or something like that. Anyway, because the there's a holiday every write 44 sonnets. I'm putting a book out on that too, and I got over 20 done already. So when I get 44, I'll put a book on that. I'll make a book on that I'll put them out. And and somebody said and Gloria Navarro said yes, she's a good author. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you very much. Okay, okay, and And if anybody wants to come on here, read your poetry, you can sing or play an instrument, um, or talk, or have any comments, or if you have any books you have out you want to talk about, or you have any announcements you want to make, any of that, you're welcome. You're welcome to come on here. Okay. And Gloria Navarro said, once I fix the Wi-Fi here, I can start reading. Okay, Gloria, that'd be awesome. Okay. And okay, while we wait and see if anybody comes on, I do have announcements. Okay. Let me see. And for the ones who want to be okay, if you want to we're having on September 30th. I'm not going to have Saturday night. I mean the Poetry Club Saturday night show on September 30th, because we're going to have the 100 having the Poetry Club joins 100,000 Poets for Change on September 30th at 4 o'clock. It's on the Saturday. And if any of y'all want to come on, come and join us. And it's open to all poets, artists, musicians, singers, songwriters, artists, photographers. You can join us and let me know. And you want to join. And the theme is peace, justice, and sustainability. It is founded by the late Michael Rothenberg and his wife Terry Carrion. And you can go to 100TPC.org and you can find out, read all about it on there. And the shows are documented, archived at the Stanford University in California. Okay. Okay. Hello, Elizabeth. It, she said, lovely to be here. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. It's an honor to have you here. Okay. And thank you. And welcome to the Poetry Club Saturday night show, Elizabeth. And it's an honor to have you here. Okay. And okay, and okay, and to you, for anybody who wants to come on to the 100,000 Posts for Change, and Max one that wants all of us to be on in her magazine, okay, and in her official website. So you should submit a short bio note, and one headshot. So it'll be on her website, and a link to your published works and your bio, and send it to maxapoetess@yahoo.com, and subject line is 100TPC. And I'm hoping we can have 2 or 3, but I don't know. Depends on how many. How many there's going to be, and I think it's going to be a big turnout, better than the last 2 times, than the last 2 years. I mean, I think there'll be more people there than the last 2 times. Okay. And Elizabeth said, "Hi, ma'am." Hello, Elizabeth. Okay. And because we had a great one last year, and the year before that, and the year before that, in 2019, no, 2020, only ones that showed up was so it wasn't very good, but it was still awesome. It was a girl to street there, and and who I call Mama. I think her name is Vicky Aqua. I'm not sure if I get her name right, but and we all call her Mama. And and they're the ones that all that in 2020. 2020, we had like um, maybe 12 or 13, something like that. Poet, everybody showed up. Then last year we had like 15, and this year I think there'll be more people than the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. Okay, and okay, uh, sorry about that, you all. And then if anybody wants to make a tribute to Michael Rothenberg, you can do that. If you have any words you want to say to him, you know, okay, uh-oh. And and David Nathan said, bless you. Thank you very much, David. Okay. Okay. And now I forgot my thoughts, but okay. Um, oh, if you have any words you want to say, if you, to, about Michael Rothenberg, because we're also going to give a tribute to him too, and you can do that too. Okay. Another thing that's going on, let me see, I wrote it down. There's going to be 100 TPC virtual book launch worldwide, and you can see that on the on Facebook. Um, Terry Carrion, Michael Rothenberg's wife, Terry Carrion, and book editors Pilar Rodriguez, Aranda, Lisa Vinos, and Canuto Rodman will be presenting the book 100,000 Poets for Change, 10 plus years of poetic activism, created by 100 TPC organizers with essays and articles by dozens of contributors and complemented with photos and posters from hundreds of cities in color and with a very complete index. This book is the first attempt to document this movement with international scope. Many of the book contributors will also be present, talking about the book, reading from it, and sharing the joy of having accomplished this milestone in the history of poetry. And I'm going to be in it too, and I will be there too, and share what I had to share something, but and be in there and as a contributor, because I already showed you the book last Saturday, and and um and I read that essay to you all, and okay, and y'all can get on Amazon too now. And after later on this evening, okay, I will be sending a link to you all on the Poetry Club, and then on my personal page about about the book launch too. Okay, okay, and Craig Kirkland, aka Amaziah the Great, his show is back, and tomorrow night will be the third um his third show since he been back, and if you all want to see his, the other shows he had, go on his page, Great Amaziah on YouTube channel. And I was one of them. I was on his one of the shows too. My first time ever being on the show was with Craig Kirkland, Amaziah the Great, and it was awesome. It was, and wow, and it was an honor to be on the show. And tomorrow night is going to be Matt Winnett, a poetess, and Antonia Belair, and I'm not sure about who else will be there. Usually he has like four there. It'll be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be sharing that too. Okay. Um. Okay. And let me see. Um. Okay. And then Holly is the Wednesday at 11 p.m. to midnight, and her show is called Poetic Expressions, and you can go okay, and I'll be sharing that too. Okay, and I think she also have oils for sale, and she make oils. And one thing I liked about it, what she does is she prays over everything before she does it. Um, somebody had a comment. Okay. Uh, okay. And okay. Gloria said, ma'am, in your embrace, my words find solace true. Your appreciation points my world anew. With grateful heart, I thanks in the delight for your kindness fuels my poetic might. Thank you, um, Gloria. That is beautiful. Thank you very much. And then, and Doreen Brunner says, thanks, Noreen. Your show was really great. I gotta put my phone on charger now for all you do here. You're very welcome. I thank you very much for your support. And Doreen Brunner, she's my cousin, and I thank you so much. And you're very welcome. And okay, I understand you and okay, okay, and okay. Sorry about that, you all. Okay, um, okay, okay. And she does oils, and she also makes keychains. And she's also my mind went blank. Um, life coach. And if y'all need a life coach, whether it's for health reasons or personal or business, I recommend her. And she's professional what she does, and she knows what she's doing. So I would recommend her. Okay. And then Craig Kirkland, besides his new show, I mean not new show, besides his getting his show back on again, he also has he reads a video, his poetry videos where he's reading poetry, and he also has a book out called Don't Cry. I'm still reading it, and so you can get it on Amazon. Don't Cry. So it is an awesome poetry book, and I think that was his very first poetry book out. Okay, and Franco Flavius and Max Winnett and Francine has a show called The Real Stuff podcast, The Poetry Corner, every Friday, 11 a.m. through noon on Rajay Nostalgia YouTube channel. Okay. And Gina Storm, Brother O, Enigmatic, and Nina Purple has a show called Voices Behind the Pens every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on talkshoe.com/show/poet-radio-station. And if you want to call in and read your poetry, you can call on there and read it. Okay. And Nada Alicia has a show called Speakeasy Cafe every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Block Talk Radio. And Gary and I, we went to her. Well, I do, but Gary and I, we both when he was alive, we went to his show. Her show, we was on her show. We went there. We listened to it. It's online, but we was there. We started going there since 2010, and excuse me, you all. And then when he had the stroke, and I had to play one that I got one of the recordings where he was reading his poetry after he had the stroke, and he read it on Not Alicia. It took a while, but it was so awesome. It'll make you cry because you know what? He did it. He was determined to do it. And okay, a comment. Someone said they're getting lost here. That must be uh okay. Okay. And so I still miss him. I know it's been 4 years, but I still miss him very much. And I still wish he was still here with me. But but we all gonna die sooner or later, and you, and but I know that, but still I miss him. And I don't think I will never get over him because he's the best thing that ever happened to me. And okay. And okay. Oh, and if you want to read your poetry on Night Alicia, you can read read your poetry on her show too. And when you call in and you want to, because it'll tell you on the phone. But when you dial in, after you dial in, you have to press that 1. If you don't, you won't be in the queue. And they don't tell you that anymore. But I should let y'all know in case anybody decides to do it. And and the hugs. Thank you very much for the hugs. That was thank you, David, for the hugs. And because I'm not gonna let nobody forget him. And I could listen to him. Play. He loved to play the guitar and sing. He was phenomenal. Because on his mom's side, they're musical orientated, and he always told me that if he stuck through his guitar, playing the guitar over the years, he would be with his cousins. His cousins were not the Oprah. What was it called? The Oprah in Nashville is called the Oprah something. But it was but they had one like that in Williams, West Virginia, and he said he was then up there, but he didn't stick with it. But he was awesome. I mean, one day, somebody come to the door and thought he was playing the radio, and found out that was Gary, and they thought that was Gary. He was a radio, So he was real good. And if y'all ever hear him, I'd be playing his music on here too. Him playing. He loved the country. Yeah, the Grand Ole Opry. Yeah. Um. Uh. Yeah, the Grand Ole Opry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, David. Grand Ole Opry. Yes, that's it. Okay. And and because they had in Wheeling, I forget the name of it, in Wheeling, West Virginia, they have so similar to the Grand Ole Opry, but not quite like that. He said he was in there, and his type of music was the old the old the old fashioned bluegrass and and the old traditional uh, country western, not like they play now, but the old and like music. And he played um Merle Haggard, um Don Williams. He loves to play Don Williams, and like Funny Face and Johnny Cash and them this they're like that. And his favorite song was Funny Face like to play. Um and Gloria said, I feel like a mushroom now, appearing and disappearing. I'm so sorry to hear that, Gloria. Okay. Okay. And I can listen to Gary play music and listen to sing 24/7. I would never get tired, and he was gonna and he was gonna he was gonna take one of my poems. He was gonna read all my poetry. He never did had to do chance to do that, but he was gonna read my make one of my. He's gonna find a poem of mine and make and turn it into a song. But he never did. He never had a chance to, and I was looking forward to that. But um, okay. So people, and you never know. So what are you going to do now? Don't ever put it up because you never know what's going to happen. Because Gary and I, we had a lot of plans together. We had so many plans we was going to do together, and he loved to do the 100,000 poets for change because he did it in 2016 when he was in the rehab. We did it together, and that was the most I ever heard him talking. Um, um, After he had this stroke, and so well, I still miss him, and I know y'all. I hope nobody. I don't. I'm gonna still keep talking about him because he's my life, and he's the best thing, and my love for him will never die. It's always gonna be there because nobody can replace him in my book. He is just awesome. He was such an awesome man, a great man, a loving man, and like he was a like if I get if he gets sick, I'll take care of him. Then because we usually get sick together. If he gets sick first, I'll take care of him, and and then if I become sick, he'll make me stop, and he'll take care of me. And, excuse me, you all, and okay, um, we have a comment. And Soul Angel said that's so true. The same happened with my husband when he passed, and it's going to be 8 years. Wow, I'm so sorry, Soul Angel. It's not easy. It still ain't, it's not easy. Um, and I give you my condolences to you too, Soul Angel. And like I was, it's never gonna be easy, but you have to learn to live without him. And it's hard. It is, you know. And Gloria said, "I apologize, man, and have difficulty." This is the part that I wanted to. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, Gloria. And so Angel said, "No, not easy. We were married for 38 years, but God is good." Wow, wow. And Gary and I, we was only married, okay, 7. He died in 2019. We weren't even married, 10 years when he passed away. Um, he, was married in 2000, and ain't been 10 years. And Soul Angel said, "We're never alone." No, okay. And and then um, she said, "Okay." And Gloria said, "But even the signal disappears, I'm still here." Okay, thank you, Gloria. And Soul Angel said, "So sorry for you, but you will survive." Yes, I will survive. And I keep I pray all the time. I know God is getting me through this. And it's only been 4 years. It'll be 5 years in January. He died January the 18th, 2019. And so we had a lot of plans, and we were going to renew our wedding vows. We never had that chance. We knew it, but I know that God must have plans for him. You know, I'm even though I know he's well. I know he's put it this way. I I know he's no more in pain anymore. I know he's not suffering anymore, and I knew he was suffering in a lot of pain. Like you could tell. Um, I should wish. I understand why I couldn't. They wouldn't let me bring him home. I understand that because they said I couldn't lift him up. I couldn't do that. It would be too much on me. I understand that, but still, I would try. I would do my best. I would really try. Okay. Well, okay. And okay. Anybody else wants to come on here? Anybody? Um, did you, Soul Angel, want to come and read? Um, or have anything to say? David Nathan, uh, Bernadette. And Soul Angel said, mine died in January. Mine died in January on our anniversary. You're a strong woman. And it's true, they don't suffer now, they're in peace. We can't show it. That is true. Yep, yep. Because our anniversary was the 4th, that's when we were married. Okay. And his birthday was February the 24th. So you know, I guess I didn't want to believe it. They told me that he was dying, but I didn't want to believe it. I said, no, he's not. Because I was praying all the time. But, um, So I understand. Okay. And Soul said I would love to, but I have a very bad throat. Okay, I understand, Soul Angel, and I hope you get better. I pray you get better. He'll heal you completely. Yeah. Okay. And I think that was it. Of the I think that was it of the announcement. Um, and Soul Angel said I'm trying to recuperate. Thanks. You are very welcome, Soul Angel, and I'm praying for you. Okay. Okay. And if there's nobody else wants to come on, and then I will close out then. Okay. And I'll be back on Facebook, on the Portrait Club on Facebook, and answering everybody. But first I have to get the mail. Oh well, it's getting dark out there. I have to check the mail, and check my babies, my cats. I had to feed my cats yet for and then I gotta eat supper, and then after that I'll be back on here. I'm hoping won't take too long. Okay, and thank you all for being here, and I hope you all have a good evening, a good weekend. Be back next Saturday. It'll be 5 o'clock. Well, today I had a late start today, and so that's why it started at 5:30. So I apologize. And next Saturday it'll be 5 o'clock. And I want to thank everybody for being here today. And I sure appreciate each one of you all. It is awesome. Without you, we wouldn't have a show. So thank you all very, very much. Okay. And so I will see you all next Saturday. And y'all God bless you all. And I love you all, and so does God. Okay. And have a great weekend. Thank you all. Okay. And you have been listening to the Portrait Club Saturday night show. I'm here. Oh, okay. And before I close out, and so Angel said, "Take care, love you." Oh, so you take care too, and love you. Thank you, and I love you too. And 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 Gloria said, "You're welcome, ma'am. God bless." And okay, thank you very much, Gloria, and God bless you too. Okay.